Santum. He cries, for what sin did my child die? Ya Ali Asra. He cries, for what sin did my child die? He cries and throws his blood toward the sky. He cries and throws his blood toward the sky. He cries, for what sin did my child die? He cries, for what sin did my child die? He cries and throws his blood toward the sky. He cries, for what sin did my child die? He cries and throws his blood toward the sky. He cries. He cries, for what sin did my child die? He cries and throws his blood toward the sky. He cries, for what sin did my child die? He cries, for what sin did my child die? He cries and throws his blood toward the sky. This is the father who today watched his son massacred as a child in his two arms. The tears of thousands of prophets in his eye, and the blood of Muhammad stained on his palm. Feeling the arrow, he waves his tiny arms. Feeling the arrow, he waves his tiny arms. And the voice of his father no longer comes. The eyes of Hussein blinded before his death, watching as his young child an arrow harms. He cries, why does my child from me shy? He cries and throws his blood toward the sky. He cries, for what sin did my child die? He cries. This is my child, 6 months, what was his sin? It tortures me to see my child thirsting. I forgot my own thirst and only saw his. Upon my beloved the pangs of thirst would prey. Yet for all the pain I had seeing his thirst soaked in blood, I can't see my child this way. With an arrow in his neck, in my wails, my beloved to death's hands I gave away. He cries, lifeless, why does in my hands lie? He cries and throws his blood toward the sky. He cries, he cries and throws his blood toward the sky. Every father overjoys with his son's birth, and I wonder if my enemies have sons. What father, evil or good, can bear the weight of knowing that his infant murdered becomes? If me and my brothers were of Hashim's moons, then our sons within our eyes were truly sons. The weight of losing a son matches the weight of happiness when a son comes. He cries, and all the fathers to his grief cry. He cries and throws his blood toward the sky. He cries, for what sin did my child die? He cries and throws his blood. Abdullah, you sleep in secrets of my heart. Abdullah, you sleep in secrets of my heart. Whoever knows my love for you knows Hussein. I find the gaze that once brought my heart comfort now brings my heart nothing but the chains of pain. With no brother, son, nor a friend to complain to. With no brother, son, nor a friend to complain to, I throw your blood to the sky and I complain. And when I fall beside all that have fallen, and when I fall beside all that have fallen, I'll watch it return when from skies blood shall rain. He cries, tears that draw asghar in his eye. He cries and throws his blood toward the sky. He cries, mashallah, he cries toward the sky. Lord, I hold this lifeless child in my hands. Lord, I hold this lifeless child in my hands. My stand against this tyrant I have fulfilled. When they look back at this day, they shall all ask, Allahu Akbar. When they look back at this day, they shall all ask, for what sin was Hussein's young infant's blood spilled? With my child's blood I've defeated the sword. Tomorrow by millions he shall be held. And whenever they hold a child, they will cry. And whenever they hold a child, they will cry. Hussein's beloved infant in his arm was killed. He cries to his son a final goodbye. He cries to his son a final goodbye. He cries and throws his blood toward the sky. He cries, for what sin did my child die? He cries and throws his blood toward the sky. Ya